about the Women's Rumble. I know Jeremy's very excited about it because I know Nia Jax has been confirmed. Liv Morgan's been confirmed. She's a Green Bay Packer fan. I know you're a fan of that as well. Naomi has been confirmed. And I'm sure the entire women's roster for Raw and SmackDown will be confirmed.
Maybe
more.
NXT as well. NXT. We can't exclude. And TNA.
And TNA.
And TNA, yes. So this
I think we might see. I think we might see Marsha Slamovich.
High possibility with the new partnership. There's a high possibility of that
because last year it was Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
So I think now this year, since she's the champion, we might see her.
High
possibility. I think she already did a segment. I saw something on WWE's TikTok page earlier. So I think
count. That doesn't count. I want to see on TV.
She was with Shawn Michaels.
I want to see it on NXT.
If this reaches Vass at any point in time, and he has a connection to WWE, he needs to put it in the ear. Please get Joe Hendry on WWE, on Raw or SmackDown, at least somewhere. Make an appearance somewhere.
I think that's almost a lock at this point.
And since we're on the subject of Vaz, I see that he watches our videos but does not like them. We understand you're a corporate sellout, but at least drop a like. It's not going to cost you your job. I will make sure you see this video. I will tag you on it, and you will know how I feel about you.
This is going to be a short. This year is going that. Yeah, that's going to be a short.
Be a short.
Well, there is one thing you could do. You could tag Vass and Supersport at the same time.
I will.
God.
Trust me, I will. So, I have to start by saying that last year's Women's Rumble was by far the best Women's Rumble I have ever seen in the history of Royal Rumbles. In terms of women, that was the best match ever. You had TNA stars, you had NXT stars, you had Raw.
Nash, before you go any further, you spoke about healing. I think this is something else that Jeremy and I can agree on. I think we both would want to see the Lioness in the Rumble match.
Nikita Lyon.
I think it's about time. I think it's actually about time.
Yes, I would like to see that.
You've had a lot of NXT stars already come over, and I think injuries aside, I would like to see how she does, especially if she squares up against like a Nia Jax.
I would also like to see how she does squared up.
There we go again. There he goes again. Jeremy, you had a problem when I used to do this. It's worse.
But we both want to see Nikita Lyons. It's more than it. Look, she's been in WWE for how long? She's been on NXT for how long? I know the injuries might have played a part in her career being lagging in certain ways, but if you look at Nikita Lyons as a personality, I think she is meant to be on a main roster. She's not meant to be in a development group.
The only thing that worries me about her going up to the main roster right now is look at what happened to Lyra Valkyrie. If they didn't do that second title, what was going to happen to her?
Women's Rumble last year was by far the best Women's Rumble I've ever seen ever in my entire life. We had NXT, TNA, WWE, people returning, coming back. The right person won, in my opinion. Good spots, good storyline. Going into this year, I do concur with the member of our group who said that it feels like they're not building to the Women's Rumble as much as they're building towards the Men's Rumble. I'm guaranteeing you that I don't know if it's going to be number 30, but somewhere in the Rumble, Naomi and Bianca Belair are going to be in the ring, and Jade Cargill is going to come out, and we're going to get an answer as to what happened. Now, Jeremy mentioned something to me offline. Jeremy, take it away.
Okay. So last year's Rumble, last year's Women's Rumble was Jade's debut.
Yeah.
Right? One of the people that she eliminated during that Rumble was Naomi. And Naomi, at that point, remember last year came back from Impact.
Yeah, bro.
And she was having quite a good Rumble. She was having quite a good Rumble until Jade came in. So who's to say that this whole thing with who attacked Jade isn't Naomi? I know I've previously said.
But I also picked on that as well. I think it was a month back or so. We were having a conversation about who attacked Jade Cargill. And I pointed out two names. Two names I pointed out in that conversation. One was Bailey, because Bailey was the last person chosen for War Games.
Mm.
And the second name was Naomi, because it's very convenient that as soon as Cargill gets attacked, Naomi steps in as a secondary person and starts defending the tag team titles with Bianca.
Very convenient.
Very convenient. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't think it was Bailey, because Bailey wanted to get under the skin of Tiffy and Jax. The only person had something to gain from Cargill getting injured was Naomi. And I think that's going to see Naomi's heel turn.
I'm very interested in that.
So do we see a triple threat at Mania? Jade versus Naomi versus Bianca? Because to me, Jade versus Naomi alone is not a Mania grab. But if you put Bianca in the mix, then you've got the Mania.
I remember Jeremy and I spoke about this. Was it in WrestleMania Night 1 when we did a recap of WrestleMania? I think Jeremy and I touched on it that for next year's Mania, we can expect to see Jade versus Bianca.
Mm. Mm.
You remember that?
I remember that.
We spoke about that because Triple H took Jade and Bianca, made them a tag team, put them together, and they were the reigning tag team champions. But in reality, there is a professional jealousy between the both of them, Bianca and Jade, and vice versa. There is a professional jealousy with them. It will be very stupid not to bring that professional jealousy out in public when people know that it's public. They are doing it with Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Why not bring it out with Jade and Bianca, and then you can build it up to a WrestleMania match?
The only problem is, sorry, Nash.
I know, Jeremy, you don't like it when it's too close to home. So do you feel like bringing that professional jealousy? I mean, we saw it worked well with Riddle and Rollins, that storyline, but that
and they had a fight put, and they also had a fight put match.
Yeah.
The only thing that's weird for me. Okay, let's play devil's advocate here, right? Let's say that it is Naomi that threw Jade onto the car or whatever else, right? I think it needs to come out that, remember at that point, Bianca was having a match. Bianca was having a match. And as soon as everything happened in the back, she ran out of that match. right, to go check on her friend. So for me, maybe it's not just one person that's behind the whole thing. Maybe Naomi was the one that did the actual pushing or beating up or whatever else, but Bianca was completely aware of what was going on. And in the whole scramble, when when the promo happens, when Jade reveals what happened to her, she actually says, and then Naomi is not going down by herself, and she says, yes, but you knew what was happening. And that's how we get the triple threat match. And that is how we push Jade as a single star.
Yes, and that's how we push the professional jealousy between them, because then it can be said, Jade can pose the question to Bianca, how can she do that as a tag team partner and as a friend, and not tell her? Now
Yeah.
it'll make Bianca choose sides of Naomi and Jade. However, in trying to choose sides, she herself becomes a singles athlete again, because she is now taking it out with both of them. So that's another way for a three-way.
I just thought of something. I don't know whether I want to see it, but at the same time, I do want to see it. What do you think if we have footage of the incident again? The whole grainy footage in the back, and it starts to clear out. Sounds familiar, Nashville?
Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Triple H and Shawn Michaels. When I think there were 2002. They had the match at SummerSlam.
Yes, no, Nashville. Yes, no. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. No, no.
Nobody wants to see that. That was
You want to see
weird.
it again?
No, that was weird. Please, God, no, no, no.
Can you imagine what it'll be? What it'll be like if these three were part of the last 4 women remaining and in the Royal Rumble, and 3 of them gets taken out at one time, and you get 1 lady remaining. So 3 of them screw each other over at the same time in the Rumble. It's a triple elimination.
Wait a second. I've got an idea. But it mustn't happen at the end. It mustn't happen at the end. So when Jade comes in, right? Naomi and Bianca are already in there. And they're like, ha! Like what happened with Damage Control when the 3 of them were all in the ring and they were like eliminating everybody else? We didn't have the breakup of Damage Control there in that match. But at some point, Bianca is on the apron. Or not Bianca. Jade is on the apron. And they see the opportunity and they eliminate Jade. And that is when everybody really starts looking at this whole thing. I know wrestlers got very short memories and everything else.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. They've now got memory cards. We have actually done that one before. So I can see that happening. As far as now that we're talking about the Women's Rumble, I must be honest. I know there's been years before where we've pretty much been able to tell who will be the winner of the Rumble. I have no idea.
You see, before you could actually see a clear favorite as to who the crowds wanted, right? You could see there was one person who both crowds would cheer, would cheer for on Raw and SmackDown.
Holy shit.
There was that one person, but like now, you don't have, there's more than one.
I just had a really, 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 really bad feeling.
Don't tell me someone's coming back to steal it.
If you look at all the results from the men's rumbles, right? There are multiple winners on the men's side. There are lots of multiple winners. Austin with 3. There's people with 2. Watton's got 2. There's a whole bunch of them with multiple wins, or Rhodes being one of them.
Mm.
There isn't a female that has won the Rumble more than once. And there's only one of 2 people. Who?
Becky won, didn't she?
Becky won it
2.
once. No. Becky won
So
it once.
who won the Rumble 2024 last year? Was Bailey, right?
Last year was Bailey.
I'm pretty sure Becky won too at some point. No,
Won
there
one.
has to have been 1 2. Is either
Is it
Bailey?
anybody?
I don't think Bailey. It's probably Becky,
Okay, the first winner is Asuka, right?
right?
The second one, give me 1 sec. I'm just scrolling down here. Men's. Okay, there we go.
By the way, I would like to know where, Jeremy, since there's an idea for you for your next Way in the World video, where in the world is Asuka?
Injured also. I think she's cleared, and we might get her back at the Rumble. I'm hoping we'll get her back at the Rumble, and I'm hoping we'll get that Asuka, that NXT Asuka that will come back. I'm hoping for that, but yeah, that's just me. Okay,
I
so
think
first,
Charlotte Flair will be coming back.
Charlotte, as far as I know, Charlotte and Becky are both coming back at the Rumble as well. So at this point, that we could have the first 3 winners back. Asuka being the first one, Becky being the second one, Charlotte
Right.
winning the third one,
Mhm.
Bianca Belair winning the 4th one, Rousey winning the 5th one, Rhea Ripley winning the 6th one, and Bailey winning the 7th.
So there's been no 2-time winner yet.
No.
So look, from here, we can pretty much exclude Rhea and Ronda.
Right.
Bianca, I don't see them pulling the trigger on her again. The only people I can really see realistically winning the Rumble again
Becky and
is
Charlotte.
Charlotte or Becky. Maybe Asuka. But then who does she feud with?
All right, let me ask you this question. Who will the crowd cheer for the most? Will it be Charlotte or will it be Becky? And
Becky.
we all know
Hands
the
down.
answer is Becky.
Hands down.
Hands down,
Hands
it will
down.
be Becky.
Becky, definitely Becky. But
I got another question for you.
but
What happens if AJ comes back?
no, AJ Lee's not coming back. I'm telling you that right now. She's not coming
That's
back.
that's an interesting thought at best. That's an interesting thought at best, but I don't see that happening.
I've seen on WWE's YouTube channel, there is a video where they're now promoting Charlotte Flair.
Yes,
So-
I was watching it as well.
High possibility of her winning. If I'm forced to pick a winner, it's probably, I hate to say this, it's probably Charlotte. And she's going to chase another title again.
I see her going after Tiffy. I
Because
see her going after Tiffy. Also, you know what? Okay, I know there's a strong hint of favoritism in here, but I wouldn't mind seeing Nia Jax and her having a full match.
Oh, Nia Jax and Charlotte.
And Tiffy. I wouldn't mind them. But I don't know if that match happens at Elimination Chamber, where Nia Jax finagles her way
You know what?
into
I think
a rematch.
I think currently, since the WWE transfer window is still open, we might see Nia Jax going to Raw.
that's the plan, actually. I've
Yeah,
read
I
that.
think that was teased on Monday already.
So I think we might see Nia Jax versus Rhea if Rhea doesn't get chosen as the champion for the winner of the Rumble. I think we'll see Rhea versus Nia Jax.
At
I don't-
Mania.
Yeah.
Look, as long as we don't get another go around with Liv Morgan again, I'm fine.
Yes, I would just
Morgan is very good. She's come on in leaps and bounds. She's a very good wrestler.
yes, yes, I
But I
agree with
think it's time to give somebody else a shot now.
I agree with you. She has come on in leaps and bounds, and she's been come on as well. But thank you, our friend Amo. Your live hive has collapsed. Thank God for that. It lived its lifespan. I would not want to see another Liv Morgan revenge tour as long as I live. I've seen enough of her.
I don't think, yeah, Liv Morgan, I think is out of the picture for now.
I've seen enough of her.
You know what I think Liv needs to do. I think Liv needs to go and solidify those ladies that won those mid titles. I think she needs to go off and feud for one of the I think the Intercontinental Women's
You,
title.
you
I
know
think
what,
she needs to be the first feud for
Jeremy?
Lyra.
You know what pisses me off the most about Liv Morgan towards the ending of her reign as champion? That they actually considered giving her backup in the form of uh, Raquel. Raquel herself should have been, should not be a backup to anybody. She's supposed to be the main lady that's there. And I do not think that Raquel is completely happy with the idea of being a
I don't
second
think
to
it's that.
Morgan.
I think it's that element of ring rust. Remember, Raquel went through quite a major medical issue.
Now,
So for her to come back,
I
I think they
understand
just
that
want
one.
to put her in somewhere where she's not like the constant spotlight.
Look, I can understand that part. But to have her prancing around with Liv Morgan and Dominique Mysterio, and I said and I'm very confident in saying Dominique Mysterio and not Dominic Mysterio. He is Dominique, right?
Been through this
I do
before.
not I do not like to see Raquel prancing around with Liv Morgan in that way, seeing nothing but gums from Liv Morgan. I can understand seeing teeth, but not seeing gums.
I think the most obvious thing for the two of them right now, I mean, with Judgment Day imploding and everything else,
Go
is
for tag titles.
is the tag titles.
Let's all pick a winner. I'm going with Charlotte Flair for the win. Jeremy, to me,
Uh, I think they will go with Charlotte Flair. Make her win the Rumble and go with the 15 because I don't think Ric Flair would want anybody else to break his 16 title reign rather than his own offspring.
To all our subscribers, please like, subscribe, or comment. Comment means a lot to us. Let us know what your thoughts are, and we'd like to be in touch with you. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.